Excuse me.
Hi, I'm David Naughton from An American Werewolf in London, and you're watching Death Curse Society.
Welcome to another Monday Maniacs from Death Curse Society. I'm Red Crank. I got the Colonel and, yeah. Go figure. Yeah. I don't see him down there.
Internet.
Yeah. Go figure. Championship game was on and Ziggy's late.
Real professional.
I wouldn't have predicted that at all.
No.
Fuck. Man. Colonel, how was your week besides what I just learned?
I don't know. It was a week. It wasn't bad, I guess. Just work. Then said DCS Sports super quick. Bengals season's over. I'm good with it. Then plumbing issues last night and into today. So yay. There we go. You're all caught up in the world of Colonel.
Well, very quick. Very quick. I like that.
Short and sweet.
Ziggy, how was your... Oh, well, never mind. Yeah, go fuck yourself, Ziggy. All right. Now, Ziggy says he has internet issues, so we'll see what happened there. Hopefully, he's rebooting his Wi-Fi. And, yeah, I mean, Colonel, do you have the game on?
Fuck no.
No? You don't care.
I don't. As long as Washington wins, that's all that matters to me.
I do have the game on. You could probably see the reflection back here somewhere. And I am facing the opposite way as normal, so...
See, the good way to tell is when I'm watching a game, I'm in the living room. You got the monsters behind me.
Yeah, that's true.
That's the only way you can tell.
That's true. I do have the game on, just out of curiosity, but all I care about is if it's a good game. Other than that,
Yeah,
no.
I wanted a good game, and I want Washington to win.
And he's still having technical difficulties, it looks like. Yep. Tarek says, good old Minternet. Michigan Internet.
It's the best, man.
That's right. And you guys already nude at the zoo?
That's crank as fuck.
Bill got it started, though, at the very beginning. Hey, DCS, that's crank as fuck. Yep. There we go. Gang, as soon as we get our, third member in here, hopefully sometime this evening, we'll start talking about, we're going to review Night Swim, as you can see below us, because, that worked out perfectly for just two of us.
That did.
Yeah. We're going to review that. Just dropped in theaters on Friday, raked in about $12 million at the box office. The new Blumhouse Atomic Monster film. Let us know if you've seen it in the comments. Bobby says, maybe he's seen it. I'm not sure. Bobby says this should have been a summer movie. I can kind of agree with that.
I agree, but it wouldn't have made $12 million.
No.
Not against
some of that summer
movies,
competition.
You know what I mean?
Right. And he's gone again. Well, hey, Ziggy, how was your week? I smoked a lot of weed, ate a little pizza,
Ate chips, played some poker.
played some poker, got shit rolled on. Flop came and lost all my money. Don't know what happened.
I went searching for some sniz.
That was my week. How about you guys? I'm glad he's not here. This is fun.
It is fun.
We should
You
do
don't
this.
talk
Where
shit about him.
we swap doing impersonations of Ziggy. That could be a show. You guys have impersonated me a few times so far.
Here's my Zag impersonation real quick. I seen this movie in the theater, double feature. Alligator was the first movie. Really didn't care for it, but I'm telling you, Halloween had some great sniz, man. What's up, Ziggy?
The year was 1938. The Dust Bowl had just ended. No. Oh, there he is. Hey, Ziggy, what's up?
Are you finished?
Yes.
Okay.
No, but we're at a good stopping point.
I don't know how long I'll be here. This is looking all fucked up, so I don't know what's going on.
All right. Well,
The modem is. Who knows? It was all good. Everything was fine, and now it's not.
We'll have fun regardless.
Yeah.
All right. Before we get into our Ziggy, I assume you have the game on, right? Over there?
It's over there, but it's fine.
All right. I've got mine. I've got it on too. So
I'm good.
I'm with you tonight.
It's cool, man. Like I said, it's been a few distractions this week, and so everything's kind of down a tick for entertainment wise. And I'll just leave it at this: if you have some positive vibes to send my way, I'll take them. Someone I like a whole lot, having a tough time right now. I'm gonna leave it at that.
All right. Yep. Positive vibes heading Zigzag's way. He does accept Cash App and
No.
What's the weed one? What's the
This
weed
is
one?
the universal fucking power. We don't need no cash here.
Weed maps?
Yeah.
Is that it?
Yep. This internet is not crank as fuck over here tonight, folks. Not.
No. Let's thank our members before we get too far along here. We have a Patreon style thing on our website. You can join and support the DCS. Thanks to our final girls and guys, Chris, Lorena, and Tyrone, our Crazy Ralphs, Rick and Raymond, and our camp counselors, 42nd Street, Pete, Corey, Luke, Michigan Dave, S. Michael, Stacy Lynn, Orlando, Patricia, and JJ. Thank you, guys.
Thank you. God damn it. Thank you.
That's right. And of course, thanks to our associate producer, C-Phase. C-Phase, let's bring him in. What up, Phase?
Not too much. How have you guys been?
So far, so good, sir.
Yeah.
It's I think
I want to
tonight's
say it
gonna be a fun
again.
night.
Just the reel he did for last week's. We just pulled a bit from last week's show. The crank as fuck bit. It's a reel now, and you can see it on our page. Just a masterpiece of a reel. It's so fucking funny. It's perfect. So I mean, if you haven't seen it, seek that one out because it's worth it.
Oh, I'm pretty sure people have seen it. I actually, somebody said that to me at my show Saturday night, my karaoke show. They just walked up and they were like, "Man, that song you just sang, that's crank as fuck." And I was like, "God
Going
damn it,
viral.
really? You too?
Yep, going viral.
You too?" So it's getting out there. It's getting out there.
Look at Seth on there. Did you see what he just said?
Yes, he did.
God damn it, Seth. And it's funny because when comparing notes about movies I've seen and have certain opinions on, this one came up recently. As you'll hear in a little bit.
It absolutely did. Oh boy. Yeah. Tonight's going to be an interesting one, folks.
No, do you think?
Fuck
Phase,
God damn it.
Phase, did you get a chance to check out Night Swim in theaters?
No.
All right. Anyway. He knew it was coming.
He did.
He got the answer in, at least. The important answer.
I'm glad he didn't see it. I'm glad he didn't.
You're glad he didn't?
I'm glad he didn't.
Is it just like help buffer the disappointment that you're about to display?
Anybody I can rescue from seeing this movie, I will do so.
Well, Zach, tell us how you think. Your initial thoughts.
All right. Well,
I'm upset after watching this movie. This is a glasses off fucking review coming from me, Colonel. I was upset leaving the theater. I was really, really angry. And I watched the short too. So, I mean,
we are going to try to save spoilers for the end of the show, though. So if you guys want to stick around and hear initial thoughts, generic
there's nothing
stuff
to spoil here.
Oh, there's some spoilers.
There's some spoilers. Come on, man. There's some spoilers about every movie. And just because you didn't like it doesn't mean other people won't. Some people won't like it.
I never do this, but I can't be just me. I had to go out and read some other reviews, other people I respect, and see what they're saying about this. And I think we're going to be pretty much on par here. So I'm ready.
All right. Well, guys, the movie of the night, like I said, it dropped in theaters Friday, is Night Swim. And I am going to start with Ziggy. What were your thoughts about this movie before seeing it? Because you've been railing on the trailer even for a while.
Can't even...
Give me your preconceived notions, if you will.
I saw the trailer, I think at Five Nights at Freddy's the first time when they dropped it. Excuse me. And, yeah, man, you can't put the bar any lower with something like this. I want a haunted swimming pool. Great. Now, okay, I'm in my mind, it's like, oh, hold on. We can probably, this could lead to somewhere. There's a portal somewhere, something underneath this pool. Let's give it a chance. We have to do that at least. Okay, it made our list to review. So, no, man, no. There's this movie. Like I said, I have to go below the earth to get under the fucking bar I set for this thing, and it's that bad. It's really that bad. It's really that bad. The story-wise, it's just conceptually a neat concept, but just they give you nothing, man. They give you nothing. Very basic. I bet they didn't spend much money on this whole budget. But overall, man, just I usually when I set the bar this fucking low, I'm good, and I'm like, okay, you know what? Yeah, it sucked, but it wasn't as bad as I thought. No, man, this is bad. This is really bad. It's bad. So it outshined my expectations of how bad it could possibly be.
So Ziggy's initial thoughts were this movie gives you. Does that sum it up?
Yes. It's just, yeah. Perfect.
Colonel, what about you? Preconceived thoughts going in?
I think
before you walked into the theater.
God damn it! I have to see this fucking movie. That's literally my perceived notion. Like, we're going to keep reviewing these fucking Blumhouse fucking movies. Are you kidding me? So, before I walked into the theater, that was my first impression. Fuck.
Wasn't quite.
I gotta watch it.
The voice inside the Colonel's voice didn't say, now hold on, Colonel, there could be some cool concepts here. There could be a nice original thing we could add to this to make it cool.
But I knew there wasn't going to be because it said Blumhouse Atomic Monster. Especially the Blumhouse part. At least Atomic Monster had something going for it.
They've done some good films.
This is the first result of the partnership, though?
No, I don't think that this was the partnership. So. They just had been working on the partnership since like November of 22, I think. So they just finalized the merger, but they've worked together on other things. Yeah. Megan was one they worked together on.
Damn, I wasn't a fan of that one either.
Insidious was one they worked on.
Still not winning me over, Crank. So, yeah, that was my first initial thought going into the theater. And then I've seen this movie. I won't go into as much detail as that because I know we're going to cover more of it.
Mm-hmm.
I can't say I'm as disappointed as Zach was because I knew I was going to be disappointed. I knew what it was going into it. And that's exactly what I thought it was going to be walking out. Like, it was what it was. And at least I had some yummy popcorn.
I couldn't even finish mine. I was just like so put off by just like, damn, man.
Dude, I only get a small popcorn every time I go to movies anyway, so I finish my shit by the time the trailers are done.
Oh, I got a new rule in place. I don't even look at that shit until we're past the trailers. That way I get half the movie with some popcorn at least.
As long as I got something to drink, I'm fine, man. I'm good. I'm golden as long as I have something to drink by the time the movie starts.
All right. All right. I'm just going to throw this out here real quick because it's too funny. Worse than The Resort, or does it at least have a good aerial shot?
No and no.
Hey,
You guys know I love a good fucking drone shot, man. And
they do though. They do shoot over the pool a couple of times, and they shoot a
but
lot.
is it good? That's the question.
Okay, that's debatable. Yeah,
Debatable. Like I said, I love me a good drone shot, dude. And there was nothing right home about drone shots and night swim.
yeah. The Resort wins that one.
Okay. I had low expectations going in because January is normally garbage month for any movie except for the larger releases of the ones that they snuck into the theaters, late November, early December, late November or December for Academy consideration. And then they get a little bit wider release in January, February for us common folk to be able to see it. But yeah, normally in the world of horror, especially, it's the stuff that's been like, this has been on the shelf for a while and we need a write-off. Yeah, there you go. Can't wait to not watch this.
It's so fitting. You don't even know.
All right, Colonel. So what were your thoughts coming out?
Well, at least I had some yummy popcorn to eat.
Really? That bad?
I'm not as upset about it as Zag. Like I said, it met every expectation I had. It's your basic run-of-the-mill fucking Blumhouse movie. And I'm sorry, most of them fucking suck. Like, it fit the fucking bill. Like, it was a January horror film. Okay, at least the popcorn was good.
To put it in context, we got Megan at this time in this slot last year, and that was good. Shit, right. It was a great start to the year with that, man. Jesus Christ. I mean, I guess if you have some kind of a water phobia, this is probably going to be effective for you.
Not really, because I can't swim, and I still wasn't fucking scared.
Really?
Yeah. Nothing for me.
I've swam in pools before, and you got your eyes closed, and you're just going, and you get that almost the same thing as if you go downstairs to do your laundry, and you're going up, and you get that you kind of walk with the stick up your ass because someone's going to chase you down or something. Maybe if you're have any kind of in a swimming pool like that, but man, it's such a reach, and it's so mild. This fucking movie.
Wow. Overall, I was not as disappointed as I thought I would be in this movie. Is it great? No. Is it bad? No. It's pretty much like average.
I can't wait to hear it.
No, it's just very, very average. There's nothing spectacular about it, and there's nothing completely disappointing about it. It's just very average. And I thought about this all day today, mostly. It's very safe. It's a very safe, we use this term a lot, starter horror movie for preteens.
That's the thing. I don't think they did that, though. I think they tried to legit go out and make a fucking movie out of this 10-year-old short, and they missed.
This is obviously a film aimed at preteens.
Well,
and on that case, I would say it's a fucking home run. I took my oldest daughter with me to see it.
She liked it?
It was just her. She didn't like it. But pretty much it was me and like two other adults in the theater when I went, and the rest were fucking teenagers. So they had a fucking home run with that crowd. She didn't like it, but her fucking father is. She's going to have a little higher standards on the shit she enjoys. She's been watching this shit since she was like fucking 9. These kids going movies. Oh, let's go to this new scary movie. Trying to finger some chick watching the movie and shit.
Whoa.
I'm just saying, they're teenagers. They're fucking fooling around and being stupid. Like, I'm sure they had a fucking home run with this one. It is what it is, man. It's fucking
dating tips. Dude. Dating tips from the Colonel, ladies and gentlemen.
What?
I thought you were going to do something.
No.
God damn it.
Yeah,
All right. So was one of one of the issues that you had that it was a haunted swimming pool by chance, Colonel?
No. Hey, a haunted swimming pool, that's something I can honestly say I probably haven't seen before.
Right.
But I mean, at the same time, say it with me now. A haunted swimming pool.
Ziggy, how about you? Did that bother you at all?
No, because what this movie required for me was some explanation of what is going on. You can't leave this kind of thing open to interpretation, man. That's what they did. And you get nothing. You see very little bit of why this pool is the way it is. And it's absolutely enraging. To me, it was.
I have to show this. Angie says, this is so serious.
Fuck that movie. I did not want to be there anyway. So, I mean, and
now, did that lay into your possible distaste for this film?
I put myself in a good frame of mind going in. You know, I was with Kurt. I was like, God damn it. You know, of all the times I could play a fuck this shit I'm out card, this should probably have been it for the year. But damn, man. I mean, I felt pretty neutral going in. I was okay that way, you know, to take this in for what it is. And it's we already fucking said it. Nothing.
Angie, we approach this seriously, but it always falls off the deep end at some point. So stay tuned. We'll see where we end up. I'm sure.
We'll be serious again.
Yeah. See, I had no problem with the haunted swimming pool because we've seen obviously haunted houses, we've seen haunted dolls, cursed items like the Dybbuk box, monkey paws, mirrors. Hell, Ghostbusters 2 even had like the haunted toaster that they poured.
It wasn't a haunted toaster. They put the fucking ooze in it and it started.
Right, but for lack of whatever, without getting too technical, haunted in a way. It was ghost ooze, so ghost slime. So there you go. I didn't have a problem with that. I thought that was kind of an original idea. Execution wise,
yes.
No,
I went, okay, this has not been done before.
Not done before.
So we've had haunted, like the Bermuda Triangle kind of thing. We've had areas in the ocean that where something was going on. We never had a fucking backyard swimming pool. Okay, great.
Here's the thing about this. I didn't mind the idea of a haunted swimming pool.
No.
Like I said, it's a haunted swimming pool. Like, okay, whatever. The fact, if this didn't have the title Blumhouse on it, this would have been a straight to on demand. Sorry, not straight to video. Those don't exist anymore. Straight to on demand fucking movie that flew under the fucking radar. You always have the smallest niche group that is even going to fucking watch this movie.
No, this would have been
Let's be honest. This has fucking sea-level horror movie written all over it.
This would have been an under-the-radar Peacock release.
Yes. I don't even think the acting was too terrible in this, honestly. For what it was, yeah, you did what you had to do. There's just nothing there.
All right. Well,
I dug the concept of. I'm not going to say that just yet. That's too revealing. So,
well, I thought the premise, a haunted swimming pool, even though it was a very unusual take on a basic haunted house story, I thought the premise was kind of set up pretty well, especially given the characters they introduced to drive the plot forward. So, how did you feel, Colonel, about the story building, introduction of the family and their dynamic and their story, if you will?
I literally had no fucking problem with it. I thought that was all done well. It was done well. It was movie 101, man. They did a really good job setting up the family. You're getting connected to these characters. Little things start to happen. We've all seen it. They did that very well, but it wasn't anything groundbreaking or original. It was just like filmmaking for dummies. Okay, we need to do this.
That's a very good way to put it. Filmmaking 101. I like the way you describe that. How about you, Ziggy? Were you okay with the story building? Can I get some positive out of you?
I bought into his who he was,
Oh,
his plight, what he was dealing with. That had to be a horrible, horrible scenario to have to deal with, being what he was. And right, when he first starts, like the pool has.
yeah, you got it right now. You got.
I know. I can't. So
Without getting into that, though.
okay.
Yeah,
The
family
the
dynamic.
family is fine. The family's fine. They're believable, and yes, and they're a knit unit. It's cool. I like that. That was okay. I didn't have a problem with that, but you could have had a 5-star A-list cast doing this fucking movie. If you don't do anything, it's not going to be great. And I didn't care about it enough to when. Well, can't say yet. So we'll get to it.
What Ziggy is trying to negotiate around here is Wyatt Russell plays a professional baseball player, Ray Waller, who is basically going through the beginning stages of MS, and he's been diagnosed fairly early with an aggressive form of MS. So he's had to kind of step away from baseball. His life has taken a pretty drastic turn after, I would say, around 15 years of marriage to his wife. They got a couple of kids, probably around 15, 14, 13, somewhere in that age.
I get the impression that's all they know is the baseball life, being traded to a different team,
Right.
to a new city, no roots. They want
They allude to that.
Yeah.
There's a decent monologue or dialogue between the wife and Ray that kind of espouses that. But the wife sees this chance to set down roots, so they find a house, and this house, even at least in the beginning, kind of speaks to Ray soon, before it gets to the rest of the family, I think, because he's the one that sees it and is like, hey, pull over, let's check this one out. This wasn't on our list to look at. So I thought it worked. What about I asked you about that, didn't I? Well, Ziggy, did you like, we kind of chatted about this, but did the characters work for you as a unit? Because I liked most of them. I did not like I thought Elliot, the youngest son, was probably the weakest link of them all. But the bad thing about that was he was given probably the most emotional role, because he was the one that had to, he was supposed to go through a series of emotions, and it didn't portray well on screen to me from him. What did you think?
Yeah, what we have here is the son of a baseball player, a professional, and he's skinny, scrawny, doesn't have much skill, and so he just wants to please his dad,
Mm-hmm.
So yes, that works. That actually works.
Well, but losing the pet and seeing some of the other stuff that was going on amongst the family, especially in the second act, I didn't feel like that actor pulled off that role very well as Elliot, the kid. The rest of them did fine.
They probably should have got somebody that, if you're going to give a kid that much to carry, you got to make sure they can carry it.
Right.
Yeah.
What about you, Colonel? What do you think of the kids and the actors' portrayal of all the family, basically?
All the family, like I said, the actor who played Elliot, like you said, is definitely the weakest fucking link. I don't want to be too harsh because he's a kid, and I've seen worse acting. It just, he had a hard time portraying any type of emotion for me. It didn't matter what the emotion was.
It all looked the same in his face.
Yeah,
That's
he
what
was
I noticed.
fucking plain. Like the only time he carried any decent emotion out in this fucking film was when he was painting this fucking action figure. And he still showed no fucking emotion. He was just in the fucking zone painting this fucking action figure. That was the most believable scene of his in the entire fucking movie. Again, I'm not going to talk shit on a kid. It's just, there could have been someone that's able to show that emotional range a lot better. But then again, we're talking a small fucking, very tiny fucking budget for this film.
Right.
I'm sure they were pretty tight on money by then. So fuck it, let's pick that kid. That's what it felt like.
Well, I will talk shit on the kid. He wasn't good. And you guys know me. If a kid actor is a good actor, I'm going to praise the shit out of them, and I'm going to kind of follow their career. I like watching them grow, and I hope to God this kid does something good down the road, because this was not it. Anyway, I'm not going to necessarily talk shit on him, but
no, you're right though. I mean, he was given the heaviest fucking weight, and he was in no position to carry it. So
I feel like the actress that played the daughter probably could have pulled it off, but if their roles were switched, but
sure.
They weren't.
She was pretty good.
Speaking of, Bobby says, you ever notice with these movies, there's always the rebellious daughter wearing music headphones and a young son who's the reasonable, cautious one? That's kind of true.
Yep.
Sometimes reversed, but gender reversed. But
yeah, for the most part, and especially in these paranormal movies, that is the dynamic of the family.
Yeah. And BK wants to know, tell me it started off with a baby Ruth dropped in the pool.
That would have helped. Well,
that would have helped, I think.
I think so.
That'll be my mashup of that one. Night swim. Mm-hmm.
Get out of the pool,
Rudy.
All right. So, who is your favorite character and why? Personally, even though he goes kind of Ryan Reynolds Amityville near the end, I thought Wyatt Russell was pretty good in the first and second act, at least, as Ray Waller. Colonel? Or no. Ziggy, I'll start with you on that one. Who was your favorite character and why?
Probably the real estate agent, just because she was perfect. And as always, withholding information, valuable information, that the kind of stuff you're supposed to reveal.
That's so cliche, though.
It is, but she nailed it. But she did it right. And then just the things she would say, like when they were like, her and her husband, her little line she dropped about, ooh, this one's gonna, lead to some action tonight. So, I mean, I liked her. I thought dude was good. I was so corned out by that ending with what he did. So, I mean,
oh God, we're not getting there. We're not.
I know, but this is why I can't say I enjoyed his performance, because that was shit.
That's why I said with an asterisk, first and second act.
Yeah. I didn't say it to say, and he's obviously in the third act, but I mean, just what he does is fucking ridiculous.
It's not great.
It's
Colonel, how about you?
No, I'm with you, Crank. I got to stick with the main cast. The realtor was fucking awesome for the little role she had in it. I'll agree with both of you guys. But as far as the main cast goes, I'll go with Russell as the best one. There are some character flaws. It's not on him. It's more on the movie.
Mm-hmm.
The writing. The character flaws were extremely believable. I've never been in that position, but I imagine people who feel this way about a comeback. But, I mean, again, he did a great job of portraying that. Like, it was taken away from him. He didn't get to retire. He was forced to retire.
Right.
But my big gripe was, it's like you said, I'm doing the math because they really don't tell their ages. But I'm like, okay, well, I had you when I was 22 and I was in the hospital. I'm like, okay, so about 37. Dude, your career's fucking over with anyway. At this point, you were just a journeyman. You weren't going to get back to the big leagues if you were fucking healthy. It's just fucking that part. I don't know why it bugged me. And along with the fact that, spoiler alert, without giving anything away from the movie too much, flash it up there. I can't hold this in any longer.
I got to get up there to it. It's way up here.
It's coming. There we go. All right. Close your ears if you don't want to hear this. If you don't want to hear what team he played for last, this is all I'm spoiling.
That's it?
Yeah. He played for the fucking Brewers, okay? These cheap bastards couldn't even fucking digitally impose the fucking Brewers stadium into the fucking movie. My Reds play in the National League Central. I said they play in Milwaukee all the fucking time. I was like, where's the big giant yellow fucking slide and shit? They couldn't even do that. They just put a Brewers logo in the background on top of a batter's eye. Get the fuck out of here.
I'm not even sure that was an official logo.
Piss out of me, man. was the logo. It was the old school logo with the mitt with the fucking ball in it, but they took the word Brewers out of it.
Wow.
Yeah,
Well, they probably couldn't afford to use it.
So you couldn't get an image off fucking Google. Like you
Well,
write an MLB.
no, you have to license it to put it in your film.
That's a fucking image. Who cares? They could have done it. It would cost them what, $25?
No, they were spending too much on the creature budget.
I'm telling a joke. I know it wasn't only 25. You almost killed Crank the. I understand it'd be more than that, but they could afford to put the actual fucking stadium in this goddamn movie, not just a shitty billboard or the scoreboard with the batter's eye and the glove. That was fucking lame. There we go. Sorry, it has nothing to do with his acting. Just
all right.
Acts 1 and 2. That was my biggest gripe.
A very technical critique from the Colonel on that one. I was not expecting that, honestly.
Really?
I should have, but I wasn't.
You should have.
Yeah, I should have. No, something you brought up though, Colonel. His journey or his current journey, Ray's deal, going through and having something that he's loved since he was a kid taken away. You know, and he actually got there. He got to his dream, his pinnacle. You know, oh God, I'm gonna say something here. It's gonna piss you off, but I did like the way he portrayed that a lot, because you could see him feel, you could see Ray feel that his dream was being taken away, and when he started doing his rehab and improving, and then he started doing some of the batting, and even though it was just some fucking little league coach pitching to him, the pride that you could see was palpable, and it worked very, very well for that character.
It did, and would have worked better if he had a better swing.
Yeah, and then
that was not a Major League Baseball swing.
He wasn't built like a baseball player, man.
Did you see his calves in the pool? They're like skinnier than mine.
Dude, yeah, it's he didn't that I had a struggle with the whole fact that he even claimed to be a baseball player. I was just kind of like, really?
That did seem out of place. That was something new. I'll be honest. Again, the acting was great.
Yeah, he's all right as an actor.
He did a fine job. It was just the fact that he was a baseball player. I was kind of like, we're really trying to be something that, at least he wasn't a carpenter or mechanic. Like, it was something different.
Yeah.
It had to be the fucking Brewers, though, dude. Seriously?
But I like the way that he portrayed that, I reached the pinnacle of my career and it got taken away from me. It wasn't that I left on my terms. It's just gone.
Still got something
right
to
now.
prove.
I can't. Right. Yeah, no. I like the way he did that. I saw an interview. I'm just going to say it. After the Steelers game the other night with Mason Rudolph. And Mason's went to college at my school where I'm at. No, this is not a spoiler alert. See, rookie, you don't even know to put the poster back up there when you're done doing that.
I just tired of looking at it, honestly. It's
okay.
Terrible.
But he, the reporter asked him something about, do you feel like you're having a chance to finally prove yourself? Because you've been in the league for, so many years now, and you haven't gotten to play very much, but you're given this opportunity to prove yourself at the end of the season, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, no, are you kidding me? I achieved my dream. I'm playing in the NFL. But it doesn't get much better than this. So, no, I'm here. I'm soaking in as much as I can. And I was like, yeah, fuck that reporter for asking that question. So, did I bore you enough, Colonel? Can you wake up now?
I'm good.
All right. I know you Mason Rudolph for some reason. But
go ahead. Just wake me up when you're done.
Yeah, all right. I'm done. Fuck,
all
Jesus Christ. How did you feel about the overall mood of the film, Colonel? Like the cinematography, the music, the lighting? Jesus. Asshole.
I mean, it wasn't bad. It didn't make me want to slam a fucking football helmet up against somebody's head. But it was literally filmmaking 101, man. Like, it did its job. It did its job. The lighting, especially in the pool, was great because that's what I would expect lighting in a pool to fucking be at night. I didn't grow up at the pool, so again, no need to. So I guess it looked good. I'll take their word for it. That's how a fucking in-ground pool looks at night. I don't fucking know. Never been near one. Never seen one like that. Like I said, the score was fine. The tension building really only worked in one scene for me, though. Like, there was tension, but I really didn't feel it till, let's say, about the end of the second act, beginning of the third, once we finally get the reveal of why the pool is the way that it is.
Mm-hmm.
And even then, even then, that was kind of just, bleh. Like, it's filmmaking 101. Filmmaking 101.
All right. Ziggy, same thing.
The pool looks okay. It's not fancy in any way. It's just basically a cemented hole, in-ground pool.
That's a fancy
That's what a pool is.
Oh, fuck no, dude, no.
Steps and a sets of stairs and a fucking ladder, dog.
Basic as they come, dude, that pool. I mean,
Yes.
I'm telling you, man.
That's some fancy ass shit. My pool as a kid was running underneath the fucking water hose or someone put their hand on it.
Yeah, I mean, it was nice. It was fine, and it fit for what they were using it for. I just wish they would have fucking put something into the other side of it.
They did.
No,
We'll get to that.
did not.
We'll get to that.
No, they did not.
There's something there. All right. Good answer there, Ziggy.
Didn't do shit.
One of the things I did like were some of the underwater shots that you saw things outside the pool. I did like that, but I can't decide if they overused it or they underutilized it. You know what I mean?
I do.
Over on this one.
Over.
But that's not a bad thing. And I think they would have underutilized it. I'll be honest. This is a haunted film. You're supposed to get your jump scares. To me, it felt like it was not a whole lot of fucking jump scares.
No.
So they really went overboard with the imagery from the inside the water to the outside the pool. But it worked because I think that made up for the lack of scares in the movie.
I mean, there were jump scares. They just weren't that effective.
They weren't that effective. Exactly.
Like the lights flickering in the pool.
Like
for no reason. So.
We're going to call that a jump scare. I call that just fucking lazy cinema.
That's what a jump scare is.
Yeah, but usually these you can time it and you can feel it. Like this, I felt like I was watching the fucking movie. I know that if that makes sense. Like I wasn't sitting there like we could watch the review of The Nun too. Oh, here comes a jump scare.
Right.
This one I literally felt like I was just watching a fucking movie. Like there's no anticipation for me. I'm just watching this fucking thing. Like that's what I'm saying. It's just to me, the scares weren't there.
Okay. All right. Well, just have either of you seen the short film that this is based on?
Yes.
Okay, both of you have. It's based. For you guys that don't know, FaZe will post a link in the comments. It's based on a short film from 2014, co-created by the writer-director of this one. The feature, to me, though, really had to stretch to fill a feature film length because there's not really much of a story in the short. But the short is effective as hell. The short works. It's not a great short, but it works for what it is.
I thought the short was fucking fantastic. Like I said, it's not great, but it did its job. That short had more tension than this movie did for me the entire fucking time.
And it's 4 minutes long.
Yeah.
Right. The production value is virtually the same.
About, yeah.
It's just simple. It's like one actor, well, two.
Yeah.
But
the short is basically just a girl in a pool who sees something scary and disappears. And then somebody at, I think, Atomic Monster, I think James Wan is the one that they bought this pitch from, or they sent this pitch to, and he was all for it, making a feature film out of this. They had to go through an ad, 90 minutes worth of extra stuff to make it worthwhile. And I don't think they did. The backstory that they added, not great. The reasoning, not great. I mean, that's a tall order coming from a 4 hour or a 4 minute short. So, I mean, Colonel, was that, I guess my question is, should this have been made into a feature or just left as a short? How about that?
Should have been left as a short because you explained it fucking perfectly. It's all right. Let's turn this 4-minute concept. We'll say 3.5 if you count the credit. Take away the credits into a feature-length film, and it wasn't there.
Right.
And you had plenty of space to fill. And did you explain it? Yes. Did you execute that explanation well? No. So you still fucked up. Like, you had time to fill in these fucking blanks and expand, make a mythology around this, and you still failed.
I feel closer to Colonel than I have in a very long while right now at this moment.
So you agree with him, I think.
100%. It's so thin, and they had all this extra filler to fill this time out, and that's what they came up with. That's what they decided to give us.
There's an explanation there.
It is, but I mean, did you have no desire to try to see under the pool? Didn't you want to see what was under there? Didn't you want to see what was over there? The other side?
We kind of, it's not spoiling something. You
go into it, but you don't get out. That's what was pissing me off. I mean, this is just, I need to know why. I want to know why and how this started. You know what I mean? There's got to be something.
Well, that's coming in the sequel.
They better not make a goddamn sequel. Now, I don't even know how much money this thing made. I'm just upset I gave them $10.50. So
12 million.
12 million. Okay, that's good. That justifies no sequel.
Oh,
probably got their budget back.
Dude, they probably only spent $7.5 million making this.
I was just going to say they probably got their budget back.
FaZe, can you look up the budget for Night Swim, please?
Fuck.
I am curious.
I don't know. Like I said, I just wish there was more explanation. They gave you the why, but it's like they gave it to you in fucking bullet points. Here's why it does this. And it's like, fill in those fucking gaps, man. Like this movie was too long without the explanation. Like now it's like, okay, now he made a fucking 90-minute film for no fucking reason.
And who started that checks and balance system? What the fuck, man?
Who started what checks and balance system?
Of why the pool does what it does.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, it looks like we have to get into the spoiler territories, folks. So if for some reason, after hearing what we've had to say so far, you are interested in watching this movie,
you're a sadist.
I want to leave.
Yeah.
You might want to leave. Speaking of spoilers, the explanation that was given very briefly is that the pool is built using natural spring water, and it briefly mentions some kind of ancient, I assume Native American folklore.
Spring underneath it. This whole area is filled with these crazy freshwater springs. You don't need to chlorinate it. It's naturally filtered. A great concept. Great.
And that gives it some kind of healing powers, but it also gives it some kind of supernatural, tit for tat kind of thing as well. So
it's like think Cocoon. Remember Cocoon when all the old geezers went in there and got all healed up at the cost of sucking the life out of these alien beings.
Right.
It's a little more sinister this way, but I guess it is because we don't really fucking know why they're doing it.
So how did you feel about that explanation? And was that a fitting explanation or was it too lazy? Ziggy, since you seem to be on a roll tonight, I'll keep with you on this.
Thank you. It's all right, Colonel. It is. It's fine. The explanation. Yeah, fine. You're gonna have someone's got to die to get the healing. Okay, great. Why? And when? Where? Why? How did? Who's monitoring this? What is it? That's what pisses me off about it. You can't make a movie like this without a little bit. Peel it a little bit. Let us see something, man. But explanation, sure. You got to pay to get, sure. What you showed us? No.
All right. Well, FaZe says Night Swim cost $15 million to make and has made $17.6 million globally.
So we won't get a part 2.
We will probably not get a part 2, even though Grizzly has a good one. Night Swim 2, more laps.
Nope. We're gonna need like a scuba team and some deep water exploration techniques or something if we're going to try to do a sequel with this. It's the only way I'm going.
You're gonna have to do a whole lot more now after that ending. So, Joseph, what's up, Joseph? Congratulations on the promotion, by the way, Joseph.
Woo! The dream job manager.
That's right. He says, this reminds me of When a Stranger Calls. Wasn't the first 20 minutes a student film, and they made it into a feature length? It was terrible. The short was much, much better. Yes.
That's tension.
That's the problem. I think a lot of these up and coming filmmakers anymore that make an impressive fucking short, they get sucked in by the hope and the money of doing a feature film for a major studio, but they don't fight hard enough and say, you know what, I have these other ideas that are feature length things that we could do as a feature, that are original ideas, instead of redoing a 3-minute short into a 98-minute feature that probably won't work. So can we look at these? I don't think they're fighting hard enough to do that.
And I understand they're not in position to do just that. You know, they're giving you the job. Go knock it out of the park and get other jobs off of that. You know, but maybe they're just not that good.
Well, but this guy's attached to 2 more Blumhouse projects, or two more big projects. Baghead, which I don't think has a release date yet, and then Blumhouse's other like major release this year, that Imaginary. He's connected to both as a screenwriter or something.
The teddy bear
is connected to The Exorcist Believer Part 2.
Is he?
I don't know. Fucking probably.
I don't think so, but yeah. Colonel, did you like the explanation or was it lazy?
Dude, it's lazy as fuck. Like, I liked the explanation, but like Zag, but why?
But why?
There needs to be more, not just, before there were houses, there was a natural spring, and it healed the people who bathed in it, but it came at a price. Okay, but why?
But why?
Like our friend Tom Sweeney. But why?
But why?
I need to know these things. Like Zach said, it's like they're giving you everything on the surface level. It's there's a banana. Oh, look at this pretty banana. That's why. Can you peel it a little bit? Just one side. Let me get a peek in there. Okay. Oh, okay. It's a fucking, I don't know, like a gate to hell or it sacred land or something. But no, nothing.
It could have easily been done through words or explanation too. That's the other thing. Have some wacko walk up. Maybe the fucking realtor is like, oh yeah, by the way, here's this Necronomicon. Look what I found. I don't know. It would have been 10 times better than what the fuck that was.
Well, I have a feeling there are some edited scenes.
I'll never know.
Because this movie was ripe for a little bit more exploration into the backstory, and we didn't really get it. And there's kind of felt like to me a missing chunk between like the first flashback scene that we see, I think it was 1992 scene with Rebecca, and then when we get the explanation of what happened, there seemed to be something missing there.
Well, even the timeline didn't match up. Right? The pool hasn't been used in 15 years.
It took me a while.
Go back to 1992 to 2024.
Well, there were other people between 92 and
but it's still
they kind of talked about that.
There was something they didn't really say much. It hasn't been used for 15 years. As far as we know, Rebecca was the last victim of the fucking pool.
I think no one was setting that up as she was like the first.
No, she was, as far as I know, she was the most recent.
No, I think
go back to that whole history, and you even see
that was the Springs. That was victims of the Springs, though.
See, folks, fucking vague.
Because I think the house was built in the 90s.
No, but so was the pool.
Right.
But you're telling me people bought this house.
But that's why I'm saying Rebecca was the first victim of the pool.
Yes, but she was the last victim of the spring. We'll separate the two. You're telling me that the pool hadn't been used in 15 years.
There were other victims after Rebecca that she finds in her Google search, the wife.
I thought Rebecca was the most recent one that went back in time.
I don't know, to be honest with you. I thought they were kind of interspersed,
Clear as mud.
Yeah, there you go. Maybe that was the issue.
Did either one of you guys were you like, with this boat appearing?
That was just a thing from the short, I think.
Well, they worked it into the movie because that was her whole thing to get that for her brother, and they had clearly seen it before. Sorry.
Go stick.
Had to get that fucking lung butter off my throat box. But this boat just appears, and it's anybody, they totally ripped off it. Kind of, it's a different kind of boat. It's a toy, but she's like, I'm gonna get that for you for her brother, and it gets her to, of course she falls in the fucking pool because the thing sinks to the bottom, but it just appears here and there, and again, it's really kind of like doesn't really indicate too much that something's gonna happen, but I mean,
no, there was something in the third act that happened where I think the continuity director person needed to be fucking fired. We'll get to that when we get to it. Just saying, foreshadowing is what I'm doing right now.
Fair enough. I got to hit a couple comments, and Ziggy, most of these are directed at you.
Yeah.
Rick wants to know, damn Ziggy, you're acting like this is worse than the Fog remake. Is it?
See, the Fog remake pisses me off for an entirely set of different reasons, but this motherfucker's giving it a run, man. I'm telling you. I am telling you.
All right. Bill wanted to know, was this film worse than Black Christmas for you?
I'm assuming you mean the BC that we don't talk about here. And they can share the same fucking plane, man. As far as I'm concerned, the same level.
All right. All right, so there is again, folks, I'll say it again. We're in the spoiler territory, so if you don't want to know about the ending of this film, step away now. How did you like the creature design, Colonel?
It looked like fucking shit, dude. How did I like it? It looked like shit.
No, it literally did look.
It literally looked like shit. Exactly. It had the same color and everything. No, dude, that was terrible fucking CGI.
Worst. I mean,
that entire third act was terrible fucking CGI, dude. Oh my god. So remind me, how much was Godzilla Plus One's budget?
15 million. I think.
Exactly the same.
And you guys said it looked fucking great. Don't tell me you couldn't do better fucking CGI, man. It looked fucking awful. Now the ghosts, plural, looked good because there were people in makeup for the most part. The creature itself was fucking dumb. Fucking dumb. It looked like a fucking 5-year-old drew that in fucking art class. It was supposed to be their dad, but it just ended up being some googly shit they fucking drew. That was the fucking monster.
What about the possession makeup for the father as he?
Terrible fucking blue, man. Like that was shitty CGI trying to make the motherfucker look like Alice Cooper and shit.
Black water in his eyes and stuff.
Yeah, that would have been
cloudy black water.
Black grease paint instead of it being clearly fucking CGI on his face.
Fucking stupid.
All right, Ziggy, what did you think of the the creature design near the end?
I mean, there were audible snickers in the audience.
From you or from?
Well, I was already pissed off by then, so I was like, are you fucking kidding me right now with this? We got a deferred cookie monster. That's our fucking monster.
What?
It's made out of shit. It looks like a shit monster. I mean, it has big googly eyes. It's yeah, man.
Dude, you could have just sucked that fucker up in a syringe, put him in a fucking Ziploc bag, save him out in the sun, and been gone.
I mean, you know, if anybody wanted to ever see a live action Mr. Hanky the Christmas Pooh movie, this will suit as a nice
Ooh.
substitute, you know?
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not good, man.
Yeah, this was
The build up for what because it is creepy. Some of the stuff, there's like that whole Marco Polo scene. It's kind of in the trailer. And so this is the end of that scene, you know, when you finally see him and stuff.
that was I think they were trying to go for that Insidious jump scare where the red face is behind him for a second, but with it being a brown, like you said, almost a Cookie Monster turned inside out kind of thing. Deferred.
As a baseball storyline as part of this movie, a swing and a miss.
Yeah, did not work. The creature just seemed incomplete to me. It seemed like a combination.
It looked like placeholder or something.
Right. It seemed like a bunch of multiple designs that were offered, and somebody goes, "Okay, I like the head of this one, the arms of this one, the torso of this, and the legs of that one. Put them all together." And then it didn't look good, but they were like, "Well, we're out of time. We need it."
Shit. You're gonna be better. I figured it'd just be fucking Michael Blum was like, "Tunk." Yeah, that's what we'll go with.
Jason Blum.
Whatever, Mike Jason. I don't give a fuck. Fuck him. They don't deserve my respect to know his actual fucking name. Fucking Blum. I ain't gonna put no respect on his name. Fucking all right, Blum. Close your eyes, throw your fucking dart at the board, and say, "Here's what we're sticking with." Make it as cheap as possible.
Oh, wait.
They put this motherfucker in Microsoft Paint and posted it up in the fucking movie.
I have actual live audio from the next Blumhouse pitch going on right now.
What? What did you say?
Here's $15 million.
Yeah. That was the bank there. Oh, yes. Hurry.
Bill says the ship monster, just like in Dogma.
That one looked way better than this.
It did.
Mm-hmm.
Because that was practical. That wasn't CGI in Dogma.
Unreal, man. I think that was, you know. Chet in Weird Science looks better than this.
He does. He really fucking does.
I think we. Oh
no,
no,
he's still there.
Yeah, I could see his screen moving.
All right. Rick says he saw this at an advanced screening at the biggest theater he's ever been in, like 4 times as big as an average theater, and it was packed, but no one really liked it. Wow.
Can't blame him, man.
All right. We got to get into it again. Gang, last final warning. We are going to talk about the ending here, and it's probably not going to be pretty just based on what these guys have said along the way here. Now, the ending, we have this running joke with Blumhouse and some of the endings of their films. There was a period of time between like 2018 and 2021 where they all seemed to like all end in a house fire to defeat the evil. Now, that ending, though it wasn't quite setting the house on fire, I guess, but for a swimming pool, it was pretty close. Again, was the ending beneficial, or, you know, was the ending appropriate for the film, or again, lazy writing, Colonel?
Let me tell you,
lazy writing, man. Jesus Christ, where to begin with this ending? All right, well, I've foreshadowed it. So the missing cat, all that's left is the fucking collar. So the spirit to bring the son out to the pool, so he's the sacrifice. He's the one the fucking god of the fucking spring wants. You hear his cat out there, meow, but you also hear the jingle of the fucking collar. All right, so that's why you need to get fucking fired, because that collar was fucking gone. There would have been no bell on that fucking cat. That already irritated the piss out of me once I heard that. I was like, come on.
Good point.
So, all right, well, fuck you. That's not the worst thing, because it gets fucking worse. So, all right, I don't want to take all the glory away from Zag, so I'll just kind of skim through it. Dad's chasing daughter around. Mom's saving the son. Son's fucking not breathing. Dad gets hit with a baseball bat and just comes to out of nowhere. Like, he's possessed. Oh, is he okay?
Yeah. the
What?
guy- Oh, is that
Like,
bad?
you just had to beat the motherfucker with a ball bat to knock the demons out of him? That's all it took. It was fucking awful. And then it gets all just worse from there.
Didn't they do that in that
Dad's
Leslie
gonna have such
Nielsen
a good
movie? Didn't they beat the possessed person with the baseball bat?
Fucking probably, man. I can't remember. But I just remember this beating their dad's ass with his baseball bat. He just comes to like nothing happened. Is he okay? That's like a dad watching a fucking baseball game, for lack of a better term. And he hears this kid crying in the background. He just goes, "You okay?" When it goes back to watching the ball game. That's what it felt like. Like I said, it just gets worse from there, but I'm not going to take all the shine from this wonderful ending. So I'll stop right there.
Ziggy, lay it on us.
So we're already with having viewed that and the baseball beating, knocking the demons out of him.
He does expel some black water.
Yeah, there's a little black water vomiting, but it again, I mean, we've seen this done on a much grander scale where they're like they drop a whole, 5 gallons of shit comes out of them and stuff and floods everywhere. It could have probably helped this a little bit, but then he realizes, that this isn't going to end unless we need a sacrifice. So he steps into the pool to do what he has to do for his son. And it's so not believable and not just benevolent. It's just nothing grand about it. There's nothing like you feel like, oh, what a sacrifice. None of that. None of it. Am I wrong? Come on, Crank. Am I wrong?
No. It's not convincing at all. No. It's cliche to the point of it's over cliched, and it does not work at all. If they had thrown some kind of other twist, if there was an annoying neighbor even that kept harassing them, or someone that kept sneaking into the pool and they showed up at that point, and then all of a sudden it was just kind of like, oh, whoop, and they just dump that guy in the pool and he gets sucked in as the sacrifice. And then there's a for sale sign in front of the house the next day,
Much more likable ending than that was.
I would have gone with that.
Here's something else about the movie that bothered me. It has nothing to do with the ending, but I think it should have played a role somehow in the fucking ending. So they mentioned they put a lock on the fucking gate because they're seeing shit in the pool. I think somebody's getting in the pool. Girl has her fucking dude come over. They're playing Marco Polo. Oh, my parents are home. You got to run. Oh, the gate's locked. So you mentioned it twice.
Mm-hmm.
This locked gate's going to play a fucking role. Nope. Not at all.
Nope.
Just an idea they had that they fucking crumbled up and threw in the fucking trash right in the third fucking act.
Yep. The script supervisor was not great. I'll admit that.
Yeah.
Now that you pointed out a couple of things. One that I didn't necessarily notice, but I did notice that one. But I didn't really notice the cat bell or think too much about it.
I did because that fucking collar was off. Okay, I just been like,
well, you have a cat too, so that matters.
It does matter. You got to put a bell on those little fuckers, man. Especially fucking Elvira. I'd step on her little ass like at night. I can't see her.
All right, Ziggy. I hope you can count high enough for this because it's time to rate it already. We got through this one quick.
Well,
God damn.
Doesn't deserve anything else. I mean,
1 to 10.
Two.
That's higher than I thought you were going to give it.
2, man.
I'm really, but you have to admit this is the best thing you've seen in 2024.
It's the best movie of 2024 so far.
Right.
And if this is anything for 2024, boy, are we in fucking trouble.
I have $100 that says this is not on my top 10 next year.
2 out of 10, huh?
Yeah.
All right. Colonel.
Here we are, starting the year off again with another fucking Blumhouse movie again. I'm getting to the point where I'm going to start boycotting us reviewing every fucking Blumhouse film for the most part, theatrical releases. Luckily, we don't do the shit on Hulu and everything else. Because, yeah, it's a January Blumhouse film. It was exactly what I thought it was going to be. Nothing groundbreaking. I've seen worse. I'll give it that. I have seen worse, including the movie that shall not be named, The Resort, and the Fog remake. I have seen worse. I've seen a lot fucking better, too. God damn. I'm going to give it a 4. I think I'm being generous. Like, it's your normal run-the-mill fucking Blumhouse movie, man. It was exactly what you think it's going to fucking be.
Yeah. Like I said at the top, this was average from the get-go. There's nothing that really grabs your attention. The acting is okay. It's good at times. There's a couple of performances that are slightly better than average, but then the writing of the third act and the execution of the third act drags any positive down that you had going for you. The funniest thing about the issues I have with a lot of Blumhouse films would not be that expensive to fix. And they wouldn't even be, they wouldn't cost anything to fix unless you had already shot the film and then, hey, the third act doesn't work for us, let's do something else. Then, of course, that would cost money to fix. But you should be able to catch these issues early by reading the script and knowing that this third act needs a complete rehaul.
I think that's it. I really think they just look at it and go, "Oh yeah, that was great." They're not even getting to the third act. They can't be.
I almost don't even think they get that far into the script. I think they look at it from a, granted, this is a business thing, and they are great bean counters most of the time, but they look at it, how can we market it?
Enjoy that $2.8 million, assholes.
Dude, the poster's not bad.
No.
That's the best thing about it.
And the ads on TV were there. Like, it pulled in. Like, I was explaining this to the oldest. I don't have a nickname for her yet, so it's just going to be the oldest. Again, she was their demographic for this fucking film. She didn't like it. She's like, well, why would they make such a bad movie? And like you, Crank, I'm like, it's a business. They're going to pump out.
Did she want to go see it?
I asked her if she wanted to go see it with me. She said, sure. So she didn't even mention it. It was kind of like just a change of plans. Fuck it. Instead of going to this concert tonight, you want to go to this fuck? I already missed it. You want to go see this movie with me instead? Sure, I'll go. Like, it wasn't something she has to go see.
Okay. Did she know anything about it beforehand, or
she just saw like the trailer on YouTube?
Okay.
If she even bothered to watch the fucking ad, probably not. But like I was telling her, it's like, okay, yes, this movie, I kind of nailed it. I was like, it's barely going to make a fucking profit. It's going to make a profit, but barely. It's January, da 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 da. Well, why they put it out? I'm like, because they're going to put out 10 more fucking movies this year.
Right.
They know some are going to hit, some are going to miss. At the end of the year, as long as it's a profit, they're going to keep doing it.
Well, and as long as they have one film that banks a shit ton, as long as they have their one Five Nights at Freddy's or their one Halloween Ends,
it's house money. It's house money then.
Right.
It doesn't matter. If it does make $3 million, then it's still in the fucking black, I guess, for them, and that's how that business is going to work for them. So I guess we expect a bunch more shitty ass movies coming from the Blumhouse team.
I was already expecting them.
But see, Blumhouse and Atomic Monster have a pedigree of people working with them. They have, Ryan Turek from Fangoria, who should know his shit, And I saw an interview with him not too long ago where he's talking about it's weird coming to the movie producing business as someone who used to review movies, because now I watch movies And I go, well, that scene costs, $2 million to film. Well, that scene, if they would have cut that scene out of the film, they could have saved $3 million. That's how he watches a movie now. And I'm like, but also, if you would rewrite the third act in a lot of your films that you're just, flushing out like nobody's business, then you would make better quality product that would make people want to come back for more, rather than the one time you get a big. And I'll be honest, I haven't seen Five Nights at Freddy's yet, so I don't know how good that movie is. It may be great, but
10 times better than that one.
For that to be their biggest moneymaker ever is impressive. And then to have this come out, which is probably not going to be,
That was their biggest moneymaker ever based on fucking name alone. I'm telling you right fucking now.
Oh, they had to get the IP. And anytime they get an IP, they're going to make some money. Unless they pay an exorbitant amount for that IP. If they keep making Exorcist movies, I don't think that's going to recoup what they paid for that, Ellen Burstyn, and everything else that they had to get for that. But I'm digressing here.
Yeah.
I didn't hate this as clearly as much as the other guys, but I wasn't impressed with any of the originality besides the initial premise that they did need to explain a little more. I like the short film, but it's not groundbreaking. It's just it's a concept. It's a concept, and it's played and it's executed well in a 4-minute short.
I agree.
And that's it. But man, guys, fight for filmmakers out there that make a kick-ass short and get the attention of somebody like this. Fight for doing something original, because it is nearly impossible to take a short film, a really, really short film, and turn into a feature. I really have yet to see one pulled off very well yet. I can't think of one right off the top of my head, but somebody prove me wrong in the comments. Lights Out, no.
Yeah.
No.
I mean, Lights Out was once again a short that was excellent.
Yeah.
Absolutely fantastic. And then
did not need
although their feature film was better than this.
Right. But I'll give it a 5 because it was literally just right down the middle. It wasn't good. It wasn't terrible for me.
See, I couldn't give it a 5 because I didn't feel like I got my money's worth for the ticket. Like, if people said, "Should I watch this?" I'd be like, "Wait till you can rent it on Vudu for like."
Wait till it's free.
Yeah, wait till it's
or free if it's ever free. But I think it's worth a $6 rental.
Dude, it'll be free on Peacock in 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks.
Man, don't even get me started on Peacock. I'm not going to be able to watch the Chiefs game. I ain't paying another fucking subscription.
By the end of March, or by the end of January, I think it'll be on Peacock.
They're getting all you Swifties.
Yes, they are, and fuck that.
Anyway, let us know what you give Night Swim if you happen to see it. I think I know Rick saw it, but
yeah.
Let's see here. Yeah, nice.
Just saying, man. Of all the fucking times I needed a decent movie to get lost in for a couple of fucking hours, and I had to go sit through this.
Rick, I don't remember if you gave it you gave it a C, if I remember correctly, right?
See,
that's what you said.
We used the 1 through 10. They used the grades.
He does grades, I think.
Like
A through F or whatever. Grizzly says, "Too bad you already did the bottom 5 Blumhouse." Ziggy, would this be added to your bottom 5?
Let me recall that list. Hold on.
How about Colonel?
Yes.
It would be added to your bottom 5?
Would be added to my bottom 5.
Colonel, how about you?
No. Again, this movie didn't piss me off like it pissed off Zag. Because it was what I thought it was going to be. It wouldn't be on my bottom 5 because I wasn't angry. I just wasn't worth my money.
Right.
I wasn't mad.
Big fucking nothing ball. Nothing.
All right. Joseph says, I'm starting to notice Blumhouse always has a major problem executing the third act in their films. The payoff almost never works out. Yeah, that seems to be the case.
This is the laziest motherfucking ending I've seen in a couple of years.
But that should be a part of the production process. Is you discuss the end. Was this the best one that they discussed over 6 months of pre-production?
Many filmmakers already have their ending coming into it. They already know what it's going to be like. They already know what. Sometimes the shit is based and built off the ending.
I would like to talk to Bryce McGuire and see if this was his original ending or if they had to change it because of budget.
Damn well they changed it for budget reasons. Damn well they changed this fucking ending.
I would
put
be very
$100 on that.
I would be very curious about that.
We'd have to view a script, I think, to get that answered.
There's David Brown. Thanks for joining us, man. He says Blumhouse pumped out another turd.
Certainly did.
That's what they're fucking best at.
Okay, Rick, are you saying here? Rick says definitely better than this. Not good, but the kids loved it. Your kids liked it, or the kids that were in the theater?
I think he's talking about Five Nights at Freddy's.
Oh, okay. Five Nights at Freddy's. Okay. Joseph says exactly. Wait. There it goes.
Click.
Yeah, exactly. Crank because it came from Blumhouse. I didn't put it on my radar. I'm tired of Blumhouse dropping the ball in the third act. Well,
it's consistently fumble.
But here's the thing. Blumhouse is also consistently one of the few places that we know are putting horror movies out. So
I gave him that pass on The Exorcist, man. I don't know if I can keep saying that for him, man. If they're going to just keep doing this.
Dude, this isn't new. This is their MO. It's been their MO since we've been doing this. I've seen a steady decline in these fucking films.
They've officially become Lionsgate.
I've been saying that forever, man.
Way too quick.
Now saying that.
Done. It's done.
Way too quick.
For 2 years, man. Come on.
All right. Rick says he gives it a 5. I was planning on paying for it. Glad I got it for free. You got an advanced screening, if I remember correctly. He says straight down the middle. Yep. Yeah. Not good. Not bad.
Missed opportunity for original concept.
There we go. Grizzly says, so in our house, the grading used to be full price, matinee, dollar movie, retail, wait until TV. This is definitely a
wait for TV.
Wait till TV.
Yeah. Wait for commercial TV. Wait till the fucking Saturday afternoon horror show.
Well, that won't even.
There hasn't been one of those in 30 fucking years, dude.
Fuck.
This will be on the USA Network in 6 months or Sci-Fi.
Oh, sure.
It'll be in that.
Sci-Fi.
It might even be in your on demand with all those god awful movies that are in there for free.
Dude, don't knock the on demand where you watch them for free. That's where I came across fucking Behind the Mask. Was on that one time. I was like, oh shit! Like this is probably about the only good movie I've seen. It was free on demand, but
I don't remember where I watched that the first time. I said, "Oh, it looks good."
There's something else I thought I saw up here that we could chat about. Somebody asked. Oh, what is that? Okay. This was something Seth asked a long time ago, like back at the beginning of the show. He said, speaking of Blumhouse, did you guys watch There's Something Wrong with the Children? No. Since we're done with this one, we can talk about that. Colonel, did you see that one yet?
Nope.
No. I did. It's good. I probably had it in, I think it was in my top 25, but I don't remember where in the listing it was. I'll try to look at that here in a moment and let you know. I dug that one though, but I like the lead actor from that. I can't think of his name right now, but he was in Friday Night Lights. He's in some of Flanagan's stuff now. But I enjoyed that film. That was good. That didn't have a whole lot of explanation, but it didn't need it. I like the way they pulled that off. And the kids in that were outstanding. They were creepy as shit.
Well, it was like when we did our top ranking, was it when Where Evil Lurks? There's no explanation for any of that shit, really.
Yeah.
Right.
If it's a good story, you don't need it.
Right.
It was just a
You guys talk amongst yourself for a minute. Let me look at my letterbox rankings for a second.
that one had such a bludgeoning of the characters. So that's why it made 10 on mine, you know.
It's fucking phenomenal.
Yeah.
Well, we talked about that fucking last week.
Yeah.
All right, Zach, go fuck. While he's doing that, give me an update. How big is Michigan winning right now?
It's only 17. Looks like they had a couple of, got stopped. in the red zone.
You cut out. You said 17 and then
17-10.
17-10. All right.
Looks like they stopped in the red zone a couple of times.
So I don't trust Washington's defense to stop Michigan. I'm just hoping their offense scores enough points.
Looks like they're getting some confidence down the end there, but they just, they got one touchdown, one field goal. So,
Seth, if you're still here, I had there's something wrong with the children ranked at number 20 on my end of the year list, my personal one. So, if you're on Letterboxd, you can check it out. Follow me at Red Crank DCS on there. So, what else is going on, gentlemen? We don't have to kill too much time, but are you excited for next week?
next week is, let's see.
You don't even know what we're doing next week, do you?
Just fill him in.
I've been a little distracted.
Do you know, Colonel?
I know, but I want you to tell Zach.
No. I want Colonel to tell me. What is it, Colonel? Come on, man.
We're doing our top 5 of 1990s.
Nope.
Nine.
All right. God damn it, you fucking guys.
I knew he was fucking taking credit.
I knew he was full of shit. We next week we will be covering our most anticipated releases of 2024. We've got a list of about 25 different films that are slated to come out next year or this year.
Swim.
And we don't even have to talk about that one anymore.
Yeah.
Because
it was my most anticipated film of 2024. Spoiler alert. No.
Yeah.
I'd rather sit on a toilet of broken glass with diarrhea than rather sit through that movie again.
The monster did look like diarrhea, though.
That was a bad monster.
Deferred Cookie Monster. That's what it'll always be for me.
That's funny shit. But yeah, so all kinds of things. I don't have a list in front of me of what's coming out, but from Nosferatu to Imaginary from Blumhouse.
Salem's Lot.
We're gonna get Salem's Lot.
That movie's not coming out this year.
No, we're never getting Salem's Lot.
No, it's on HBO. It's on HBO. They've announced it.
It's not out.
It's not out yet, but it's going to be on
because
this year.
It's not coming out.
It says this year.
It's not going to happen.
I mean,
I'm sorry, dude.
They missed the ball on it. Well, I don't. It's just going to piss me off, like the Fog remake, man.
I could have told you that from the start. I learned from fucking Morbius. I didn't need Morbius to tell me this. It's just not a good sign if they keep pushing back the release date and pushing it back 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 and pushing it back. It's just not going to be fucking good, dude.
Let someone else make it then that can make it properly.
No. But yeah, we'll be talking about movies like Founders Day, Imaginary, Ghostbusters, Frozen Kingdom, The First Omen, the untitled Radio Silence movie, The Strangers, Chapter 1, The Watchers, the remake of Speak No Evil, the American remake, Quiet Place, Day 1, Beetlejuice 2, Saw 11, Smile 2, Terrifier 3, The Wolfman, as well as films like Maxine, David Cronenberg's The Shrouds, The Crow remake, and whatever Jordan Peele film he's got up his sleeve this year. So
The Shrouds, that one stands out. Cronenberg, and the concept is after your loved ones die, you can watch them decompose in their graves. That's all we know. I
Mhm.
love it. That sounds
Well,
insane.
there's a little bit more about the plot out
Sounds
there. Not
insane.
much.
Yeah, because that's comforting.
Yeah, isn't it? I was like, what the fuck is wrong with this guy? But that one,
He's so bizarre though.
Maxine, obviously Terrifier 3.
Don't give us your list now.
Yeah,
Just,
take your
that's
fuck off,
right there.
man.
Just looking at the one standing out. And there's a lot of stuff there, dude. There's a whole bunch of stuff. You didn't even get to any of the Shutter things. You didn't get to any of the.
Well, no, because the Shutter ones, you don't know a whole lot about.
Yeah,
them.
right.
I mean, we know about Destroy All Neighbors that's coming out this week, but that's Friday.
Coming out Friday. I'm looking forward to that, dude.
That one looks all right. But I'm trying to look at mostly the major releases. I mean, we'd be on for like 6 hours if we went through all the independent bullshit that we're gonna have to swim through.
Which one will rise through the masses, though? What'll be this year's? I don't know. What is that? Barbarians?
Well, I think Maxine is going to be a high one for sure.
Terrifier 3 is going to be a high one.
Yeah. But Terrifier 3 also comes out the same day as something else.
It's October. Is it Halloween?
It comes out the same time as The Wolfman, which is going to have a huge marketing push. So
someone's going to balk at that. Someone's going to jump off that date. That'd be stupid to try to do that.
Dude, I wouldn't be surprised if fucking they go out and come on the same weekend and Terrifier 2 or Terrifier 3 beats it.
No.
I would not be shocked, man. After the hype Terrifier 2 got, and let's be honest, these Universal Monster fucking movies coming out now aren't doing so fucking hot. To me, that sounds like a fun double fucking feature for me, man. I'll take a day of it and go to the fucking movies all day.
That's a good
I don't see that happening, but I'm more in line with what Ziggy said. Somebody's going to balk at that date.
Somebody jumps.
Oh, and it may be Blumhouse, honestly, because they did whenever what movie opened against them and they backed something up last year. Was it Barbie?
Mm-hmm.
Barbie announced their date and they nope.
Yeah, we'll take the 2 weeks up the road.
I can't remember what movie it was or anything right now, but I remember seeing that. It was either Barbie or it was one of the major players, Barbie or Oppenheimer. But yeah, it was The Exorcist. That's right.
Oh, jeez.
Rick just threw it out there. Yep. Good job. Thank you, Rick. Yeah, they backed that up immediately. So, but yeah, that's what we're going to chat about next week. So should be a fun, rousing conversation, and hopefully you guys will learn something. Or hopefully you guys are excited about a few movies. It looks like Grizzly says he's hopeful for Beetlejuice 2.
Yeah,
Amen.
Michael Keaton, dude. Michael Keaton, that's a win.
That's going to be a big win, I think, because the whole crew is back. So, and Rick also says, I hear there's a Witchboard remake coming out.
Now, there's something that could be decent.
I'm waiting for. I'm like 99.9% sure it's not coming out this year. Is Guillermo del Toro's Frankenstein, man. I'm keeping up with the casting on this one. Yeah. I'm like, ooh, man, this should be fucking good.
Right.
When we get it, 2025.
Yeah, he's underrated, man.
We do get
Guillermo del Toro is underrated.
Yeah, I don't think he gets.
I don't think so. I mean,
in our world, he's a star, but I mean, I think he's made some pretty fucking strong fucking movies, and people don't even know it's him. Yeah, I mean. Yeah, but he still stays down into this realm, though. I mean, he doesn't. You know what I mean? Most of these guys, once they catch that wave into the mainstream and it's not a horror film, they never come back. And he's just like, he's got stories. That's who he is. So underrated and appreciated.
Paula says, based on Grizzly's reaction to next week's topic, I guarantee he will be home in time from cheer competition. Don't let us take away time from the kids and stuff.
Oh fuck!
Cheer them on for us.
Yeah.
Shit. Don't remind me, man. Oh my
Actually,
God.
no. Razz them for us. Because call me and put me on speakerphone so while they're cheering, so I can be like, boo, like they did us.
Shit.
That would be hysterical.
No, goddamn. Sorry, I just realized I play soccer mom in 2.5 months.
Oh, we got time.
Oh, no, we got time. I'm just saying that fuck soccer. You're not soccer mom. I'll be softball mom. I'll be on assignment again.
But that better not fuck up your weekends that we need. There's only a couple. There's only a couple in there anyway.
I already told you the ones I'm committed to.
All right.
By the time the third one I'm committed to, softball season should be over.
BK says, Colonel, Taglio pizza. What's your opinion?
I don't know what the fuck's Taglio pizza. Zach, help me out with this one. What's Taglio pizza?
Must be something in your neck of the woods.
Yeah, I never heard of it, so there you go. I can't give you an opinion. Oh, that's right. BK, isn't there some concert you're coming down to? Some at like MVP Sports Bar? If you are, there you go. See, that tells you. Taglio. I'm not the pizza eater Zach is, man. You ask me for pizza, I'll be like, fuck, just if you're coming to Cincinnati, get La Rosa's. It's like a big chain around here, but
BK says, Jesus, it's in Cincinnati.
I don't eat pizza like that, man. I'll be honest. I'm fine. I don't need to taste every type of pizza there is. You got to get the chili, motherfucker, if you're coming down here, though.
Yeah, no shit, BK.
Yep.
You got to have Skyline chili. All right. If you're getting like some mom and pop pizza, I don't know what you like or how far you're willing to go. I'll do some research. Like usually Bourbon House Pizza is where I go. It's a legit Chicago deep dish pizza. I know Zach doesn't like that shit.
No, I would. What?
She's from Chicago, so it's like a legit Chicago. It's really fucking good. I just don't think you're going to find any pizza down here as good as you've had in Detroit, just being honest with you.
BK says he's had these Taglios or whatever. It's legit.
Or he's... There you go.
I think he's talking about that. I don't know. Wait a minute. What is this? Grizzly will get to spend lots of quality time with the kids in the car to OKC. When are you guys going to be in OKC?
Uh-oh.
That's in my neck of the woods, baby. Let me know that, and we'll figure something out. I'll say, okay. BK says no. The chili 5-way.
Ah, okay. 5 ways are good. I'm basic now. I stick with the 3.
5 ways.
Go ahead.
Onions, chili, cheese, and beans.
And onion.
I said onions. That's what I started with.
Oh, I thought you said
onions, chili, cheese, beans, and then spaghetti.
Spaghetti and the meat and the sauce. Yeah.
Right. Okay.
5.
Ooh, interception, baby.
And Dave knows Skyline chili isn't just spaghetti and tomato sauce. That's called.
Dang it.
You Canadians just wouldn't get it. No, it is.
It's beanless chili.
Yeah, it's more like a meat sauce than a chili. Yeah. But yes, it's.
What's up, Canadian Dave? And the competition's this Saturday? Let me know, guys. I can swing down there and grab lunch or something with you. I got to work Saturday night. I think I got to work Friday night too, but I can maybe sneak down and have some lunch or something with you guys while you're in the state. So hit me up, yo. Anything else we need to talk about so Ziggy can get to his game and get the lotion and tissues out for the second half?
I think we're good.
More excited about the Lions.
I said I want him to enjoy tonight. I mean, I don't want Michigan to win. But if they win, I won't be too upset for Ziggy because I know his Lions should beat the Rams. But, dude, Stafford's going to light them up.
Dude, you know, it had to be that. Or it was going to be the Packers, who also are pretty good against the Lions at Ford Field.
Cool.
Yep.
You guys got home field advantage?
For 1 week.
Oh, just 1 week?
We got fucked in Dallas. We'd have had.
Mm.
If they wouldn't have done that, we'd have the number 1 seed. How sick is that?
Wow. All right.
Wait a minute. No. Dallas ended up winning. Yeah, because we'd have beat them.
Yeah, Dallas won the.
Yeah, Dallas beat
They would have had an extra loss
Washington.
and one less win.
I see.
Cool.
Cool.
What are you gonna do, man?
Sounds good, Paula. Let's definitely, and Grizzly, let's definitely chat behind the scenes, though, not right now, obviously. All right, folks. Well, gang, as always, thanks for tuning in and joining us. It's always a fun time hanging out on Mondays with you folks. You fine, beautiful people.
They're coming to Oklahoma.
Yeah,
Oklahoma.
They're coming down. Crank will say good luck, because that's what you do when you crank as fuck. Go, Crank! Crickets.
Go away. Anyway, thanks for watching, folks. One last time, I do want to thank all our members, our final girls and guys, Chris, Lorena, and Tyrone, our Crazy Ralphs, Rick and Raymond, and our camp counselors, 42nd Street Pete, Corey, Luke, Michigan Dave, S. Michael, Stacy Lynn, Orlando, Patricia, and JJ. Thank you all. And of course, thanks to our associate producer, FaZe. FaZe, what'd you think of that review?
Ooh,
Did that
man.
make you see it or make you want to not see it?
It definitely makes me not want to see it. No.
Well, fair enough.
I remember when 2023 started, I'm like, I wanted to watch every movie that you guys reviewed. And the first one for 2024 is Night Swim. I'm like, nope, already not even going to try.
Good. I mean, I was sitting there
No.
going into last year even. It was like, wow, man, after all these good movies, it's like this list is going to be a bitch. It's all speculation now, and I don't fucking know, man. 2024 is not having it. Yeah,
We're a
bad
week
start.
in. Jesus Christ, calm down.
It's one
A
movie
week.
in.
bad
Dude,
start.
Dude, we're one movie in, and it's a Blumhouse movie. We knew what the fuck it was.
We knew what we
We
were
can
getting.
only go up from here.
That's true.
It can go down though.
Yeah, but
Well,
I don't even know what
For
is
me and Frank, at least, it can go down still.
Yeah.
Christ. What is the
Sure.
next 2024 release that?
That we're reviewing.
Yeah,
I may not have one
master
scheduled
list. Right.
yet. Let me look.
We'll get right on that.
Yeah, there may not be one exactly on the schedule yet because our schedule is kind of up in the air right now.
right.
Everything that's kind of
Tentative.
Yeah.
I know we got Bud Cooper's coming up here in like a month or so.
No, that's like 2 weeks away.
Oh, 2 weeks. Oh, there you go.
Something like that.
So everybody watch The Mutilator.
I think it's 2 weeks, but I'm already off the schedule now.
It's not 1 week. I know that.
Yeah, 2 weeks, 22nd.
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 Yep. Lots of craziness going on, folks. Going to be a wild year. So
Let's just hope it's better than this.
there we go. Rick says Baghead is the first week of February, but that's one that's co-written by Night Swim's Bryce McGuire. So
So we know that the third act's going to go to shit.
Third act.
we may have to skip that one, Rick. I'm not sure.
No, I mean, it's
It's our job to watch these fucking
We'll see.
movies and review them.
We'll
I'll
see.
give them a chance to redeem themselves. Some of them have come back with better movies. That
Right.
Cold Creek Camp or whatever the fuck that was.
Camp
And then
Coldbrook,
Yep, and then they came back with another movie, and it was good.
Witness Infection.
Yeah.
Yeah. Witness Infection was great,
I love that one.
but we shit talk Camp Coldbrook so bad.
I did. I don't remember you. Did you guys shit too on it?
I did too. Yeah.
I shit on it. Well,
Yeah.
Crank was like, it was filmed in Oklahoma, so he's a little bit nicer than you.
That was the only nice thing I really had to say about it.
He just kept pointing it out how we shit on it, though.
But that director watched and then commented, which is like, hey, I appreciate the honesty, but little harsh, guys.
And then he came on with us though too. You know,
But then he came on a year later with us.
and we kissed his ass for witness infection. So,
But no, it's kind of. I enjoyed it. I thought it was really fucking good.
I liked it. Yeah.
Amazon searched it once on Amazon. Not a physical copy.
I officially redeemed him right on the air. So I mean, he was grateful.
Yep, I bought it on Vudu. I have a digital copy of it on Vudu.
Yeah, you do digital, man. I'm fucking physical still.
Well, that one's not
You're a mixture.
No, I do both, but that one's not of the quality that I would need a physical copy of.
I'd prefer a physical copy. I don't buy anything fucking digital because they can take it fuck away.
Yeah.
Well,
don't get me on conspiracy theory on digital and physical because I'm a fucking physical guy.
I got most of them on physical too, but the ones that I really give a shit about. If I lose witness infection, I'm not going to be overly hurt. So
then you're gonna be like, damn, you're gonna be one of these days. You're gonna be like, I wish I could see it. You say in Messenger, I'm like, dude, I got it on Blu-ray. I ain't got to worry about that.
Alrighty, folks. Again, thanks for watching. We will see you next week when we will talk about our most anticipated releases of 2024. Look at a list yourself. Think about what you're excited about and bring it to the discussion. And let's have a good night on it next week. Love you all. Be safe.
Great.
Happy January 8th, whatever the date. I'm barely caught up yet. Happy beginning to 2024. And we'll see you next week.
Ooh, wash those dicks.
Woo.
That's right.
Just in the middle of a dream. I was kissing Valentino by a crystal blue Italian stream. But I can't be late, 'cause then I guess I just won't get paid. These are the days when you wish your bed was already made. It's just another manic Monday.
Wow!